Welcome to practice 176. Practice today is dynamic, mostly ha. The inspiration today is the word circumstance. How words for inspiration show up in my life are pretty random, or at least they appear to be random. But at times I'll pick up a book off a shelf or off a coffee table and just open it up, or flip it over and read about who the author is or what the content of the book is. And frequently, there's one word or two words that pop off the page that just grab my attention. Circumstance is one of them. And I think about this word, the Latin word means the stem of, or the stem from. And I think a stem of is more accurate here, that we all come from different stems, metaphorically. We all have this unique situation in life, physically, psychologically, genetically. And how does yoga help us address this uniqueness? And this particular book that I picked up, it's called The Body Keeps Score. And I've not read the whole book, but I've read good amounts of it. And the fact is, and what is on the back of this book, trauma is a fact of life. And this is what really kind of woke me up a bit, like reawoken me. 1 in 5 Americans have been molested. 1 in 4 grew up with alcoholics. 1 in 3 couples engage in physical violence. And those are just the research and facts that this author found. But I would guess that in all types of relationships, the physical abuse is obviously a concern, but the psychological abuse. And what is it about the psychological abuse that appears to be a block? Something that restricts our free flow of life. And not that I'm a psychologist, but I've looked at how the metaphor of practicing yoga, the metaphor of meeting both psychological and physical resistance when we get on the mat. And what's the best approach? What's the best way to meet our circumstances? And it isn't with force. It isn't with goal setting. It isn't with anything that in a way is premeditated. It's in the moment. And what is the best state of being, state of mind in the moment? It's openness, softness, empathy, all these qualities that most of us aspire towards. And when we get on the mat, can we think of our time on the mat as a little snapshot or a thumbnail of our lives? Can we even name some of the places in our body that we meet resistance, and then develop a relationship with them, assuming, like these facts, they've been either molested, domestic violence, some kind of physical abuse, or some kind of addiction? Can we touch on that with as much compassion, empathy on our yoga mat, and use that as we leave the mat and move into our lives? All right, let's begin.